6ix9ine has been in the news a lot recently, and by recently, we mean the last year or so, because of his very public arrest, his very public trial, and so much more. Now 6ix9ine is getting ready for the next stage of his life, and with that comes reflection. Like the times he's honestly taken it to other rappers in a variety of ways. Allow us to show you some of them. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Himself.
Texas, I fired everybody in my team. I got no manager, I got no booking agent, no PR, no public. I don't got nobody on my team.
Yeah, you might be surprised about this first entry, but if we're going to be honest here, if anyone has been taken to town by 6ix9ine, it's 6ix9ine himself. Think about it. Before his arrest, he was doing all sorts of things, like saying he was the king of New York and that his songs were the best, which he wasn't, and they weren't, and so on and so forth. He painted himself as if he was untouchable when that wasn't the truth at all. In November of 2018, 6ix9ine and the group he was a former part of via the 9 Trey Bloods were arrested by the FBI and charged with various crimes that could have ended up with 6ix9ine getting a life sentence, or at the very least, at the time, 47 years in jail. This obviously wasn't what 6ix9ine had in mind for his career and beyond, and as a result, he not only tried to get himself into a non-violent offenders ward, which he was successful in doing, but he went and got himself a plea deal that allowed him to not just get out of the life sentence bid, but significantly lower his jail time. Which of course labeled him a snitch, something you also don't want to have put on in the rap community. In short, 6ix9ine proved to the world via these actions and more that he's not a big player, that he's a fool and a liar, and someone who is willing to bend reality to make it seem like he is the victim here. Even saying in an Instagram live stream that he didn't do anything wrong by the law, and yet he did. That was part of his plea deal, was to admit that he did various bad things in the eyes of the law. Which is the saddest part of all of this, because now that he's out, we have to endure him endlessly, which is something that he's actually quite happy about. The rap community.
The ugliest thing for your kids to be walking around Earth and people like, yo, his father's a rat. He put down some good people.
So needless to say, the rap community as a whole were thrilled when 6ix9ine was put away and felt that it was not just justice, but a way to finally be rid of him. But obviously that didn't take, and for the reasons of the plea deal as well as the global lockdown. Via his plea deal, 6ix9ine went from getting decades in jail potentially to having not even 2 years. In fact, he was supposed to be in jail still right now, but he used the coronavirus outbreak to go and get the judge who put him away to let him out of jail and under house arrest. Which 6ix9ine not only got, but then happily used to blast the rap community as a whole, who were hoping that he wouldn't go down like that. That Instagram live stream I mentioned was also his way of blasting the community as a whole for dissing him and saying that he broke the rules when he claimed that he did nothing wrong. And he called out numerous rappers for their own bad beats and such that he felt proved while he wasn't a snitch. Which again, he was. And he proved it multiple times. But whatever. Snoop Dogg.
Snitching, working with the government.
This one is a little tricky because there might be some false evidence in the mix, but let's break this down. When it comes to Snoop Dogg, one of the real OGs of the rap world, and not a pretender like 6ix9ine, he presents himself in an old school way in all ways that matter, including how certain business should be handled inside of jail, meaning that snitches get stitches, and it ain't cool to rat out those whom you were supposed to be loyal to. Snoop Dogg has arguably been one of the most vocal people of the rap community to blast 6ix9ine for what he did, because he hates that he not only got all that attention, but the media are still covering him now that he's out. How did 6ix9ine respond to that? By calling Snoop Dogg jealous of all the things 6ix9ine is having happen to him, which is stupid in all the ways that matter, and also showing pictures of Snoop Dogg with a DA, stating that he too was a rat and thus it's a case of the pot calling the kettle black. Now, some have been quick to strike down these pictures as fake, but there have been some who were curious as to whether a certain court case with Snoop was a case of him snitching and not just getting caught. If that is true, then 6ix9ine just served a major OG. Trippie Redd.
It came true. So when it came true, it's like, okay, I'm gonna just end it right here. Like,
Yeah,
just
because
leave it
there
at
wasn't.
Arguably one of 6ix9ine's biggest feuds, his fight with Trippie Redd went beyond the internet and went into the streets, where both sides used their loyalists to literally beat up one another. And as 6ix9ine would admit to, he used the 9 Trey Bloods to try and kill Redd. Ironically, the whole thing started because of an accusation on 6ix9ine from a third party that Trippie Redd tried to bow out of a friendship with 6ix9ine because of it. The accusations started flying both ways, and the war was on. After the dissolution of Trippie Redd's relationship with his then-girlfriend Alexandria Lavelia, known professionally as Alix, Hernandez started posting videos of himself with her, hinting at sexual activity between the two. Because of course, he did. But while he might have gotten that laugh, Trippie Redd made a video about 6ix9ine being locked up, so he probably got the last laugh there. Chief Keef.
Kid. You know, Treyway here, man. If you don't know how to take care of your girl, it's gonna take care of her for you.
Another of his most famous feuds, 6ix9ine and Chief Keef went at it because of the treatment of a woman named Cuban Doll. The two battled back and forth because of her, and things again got ugly. But 6ix9ine did indeed seem to be on top of the war at the end because he continued to hang out with Cuban Doll and tease more things, while Chief Keef honestly only did some diss tracks. Many expect this rivalry to heat up again. Future.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
This one also got very personal thanks to a backhand from 6ix9ine. In short, Future went on to Twitter and did a rant about 6ix9ine and how his life is a joke, his treatment of his baby mama, Sarah Molina, is a joke, and more. But 6ix9ine didn't take that line down, and he noted that he needed help with baby mama drama and asked Future for advice because he would know all about that. Yep, that's a burn. That's a burn. There you go. A look at 6ix9ine and how he has indeed stuck it to rappers in the past. Which of these feuds do you personally feel he won? Who do you expect him to feud with next? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.